Hello, this is a video with an example. We are going to work on this example for a bit. So first of all, this is about a phone book. We want to create a phone book and we want to do some reasonable things with it. So first of all, we want to add items to the phone book, and they should be added in dictionary to the dictionary using new key value, so by inputting new key values. And also we want to display the phone book in some somewhat convenient fashion. We want to write a function to search phone book by name and display the phone, and in a little later we will talk about loading and saving the notebook, and kind of write a main that will handle all that. Alright, so maybe it's a good time for you to stop the video and use the previous methods and what you learned about the phone book to try to create a new phone, and also function to search and a function to display in a phone book. Okay, so take your time. Here is my first version. I just did it in class with my in-person students, and this was an intermediate version, actually a corrected intermediate version, and it does two things. Let's go through the code line by line. First of all, I'm asking for input, and if the name is already in phone book, you can just say that it's already in phone book and return the name and the corresponding number. Now, otherwise, if you did not do that, you would be overwriting the existing entry. Remember that for the dictionary, you can have only one value for each key. So you cannot have two different phones for the same key unless you will fill them in one value, the comma separated list. And in case else, that is when name is not in phone book, you can add it. You can also ask for a number, enter the phone number, and add the new name value pair. Name is name, key value pair, where key is name and value is number, to the phone book. Now there is also a find phone function. You ask for a name and then you return the corresponding name and phone book number. So phone book.getName is getting the corresponding value to the key name, and if it was not among the keys, then there will be a message not in the phone book. So now let us play with these two functions. We can run them and spend some time testing and debugging. So new phone, enter a name, so some random gibberish and some random number. Since we're not even converting the phones to actual numeric format, and we don't do that because there is no point. We're not going to add, subtract, or multiply the phones. That makes no sense. Alright, so let's just do that. And now we can print the phone book, see what is in the phone book, and make sure we actually added what we wanted to add. And now that we have done that, we can do find phone. And for example, my entry should be this gibberish text for the name, and the corresponding phone, actually we have printed the name and the corresponding phone number, so it works right as it is intended to. So this is the intermediate step of the development. I took the approach from bottom to top, so I'm not writing the main yet. I'm just working on each little function. I'm debugging each little function, and in any case, whichever approach you take, you should be able to debug every function before you are running the main, even if the main was the first thing that you wrote. And that is actually top-down approach is really great, and maybe I should have taken that one. Alright, so maybe you want to continue developing and fill in everything except for save and load. So I'm waiting for a moment to do that, and I'm actually going to open the next stage of development, phone book 2. Notice how I have several different names. As I'm developing, I'm saving, and that is a rudimentary version control, which I advise you to do for your project. So now, new phone and find phone are the same. I want to fill in a show phone book. So instead of just doing printing phone book, which would not be very readable, I'm using the phonebook.items that is returning the tuples of keys and values. So for key value in phonebook.items, print key, which is a name, and value, which is a phone. So this is a typical way actually to print out the dictionary keys and values, no matter what this dictionary was. So just dot items and a for loop to do that, to print each key value pair. And finally, our main. I took the regular while loop with variable action, and I ask what the user wants to do: 0 to quit, 1 to enter new phone, 2 to show phone book, 3 to look up a phone. And if action is 0, print by, else if action is 1, then execute new phone, show phone book, and find phone, and in case else, incorrect choice. And then I'm calling the main. So how does it work? Maybe you want to read this for a while, or you can actually go to my public folder and download this file and play with it. So let's run this. So now I'm able to do all these things. 3 to look up, or 1 to enter a new phone. Okay, I'm doing 1. Enter the name, ABC, enter the phone number, some digits. Maybe now I want to show the phone book. Name, name, phone. So this is what the notebook currently is. Now enter 0 to quit. We don't want to do that yet. So look up a phone. So I'm going to choose 3, looking up the phone, and that is ABC. Okay, so the phone name corresponding to ABC is printed over here, the name and the phone. Alright, finally I want to try some incorrect choice. It just says incorrect choice, and then I want to quit. And it says bye because it is so polite. So this is also an intermediate step of development, and we did not do the save and load the phone book yet. We should have a function for saving and for loading, and we should have the corresponding choices over here. Nevertheless, this is kind of already a functioning program, and you can easily think of other functions to implement and or something to improve within each of these functions, or just debug this more, maybe see if it errors out under some circumstances. In any case, that was our proper example for use of the for use of the dictionary, and also one thing that I wanted to tell you. So one of the students, when they looked at this, just said, oh wow, this is pretty much my homework. Maybe it is, maybe you can see it in here. In any case, that was a big fat hint if you have been watching this video so far. There will be another video about the dictionary, and then we'll talk a little bit about sets and pickles, and we will be good for this chapter. And that is the end for now.